Step 1. I read chapters 1 through 5 from the textbook. Step 2. The strength that I have is that I structure a 5 paragraph essay and focus on one point at a time. My weakness is probably elaborating on the main ideas of the text. My goals are to become more social as a person. I don't want to grow up with no social life. I have friends, but I want to get better at meeting new people. 3 life lessons I learned are life isn't easy. You can't wait for things to come your way and to never give up. If I were in a live audience presenting this essay, the visual aids that I would have used would have been photos from the past to reference what I'm talking about. Step 3. Audience. The first step in the speech preparation process is to consider the audience interests, needs, and opinions on how they will influence their responses toward a given topic, speaker, and occasion. Consider demographic characteristics like the ratio of men and females, ages, and backgrounds. Select the topic. The next step is deciding what you want to speak about. Consider the speech occasion and reason for speaking. What topic would be suitable for the audience watching? Determine the speech purpose. For any topic, you should direct your speech to one of 3 general speech topics: inform, persuade, or mark a special occasion. Decide if your goal is to inform the audience about this topic or persuade them into the position you want them to take. Also, mentality formula the speech purpose. Compose a thesis statement. The next part is to make a thesis statement that clearly states the central idea of your speech. You want your outcome to be the thesis statement identifying what the speech is about. Develop the main points. Organize the speech into 2 or 3 main points of knowledge or key claims. Making a good thesis statement will really help the main points easy to compose. Gather supporting material. Use supporting material to prove your main points. Supporting material could be all information available and experiences or resources. Plan to research your topic to provide evidence for your assertions and lend credibility to your message. Separate the speech into parts. The speech will be separated into an introduction, body, and conclusion. Develop each part one by one, then bring them together by using transition parts. Then introduce. The introduction serves to draw the attention, to draw the audience interest to the topic, speaker, and thesis. The speech body contains the speaker's main points using evidence to support it. The conclusion restates the speech thesis and retaliates the main points and confirm it, and the ending outline the speech. Outline is for the planning of the speech based on the principle of coordination and subordination. My nose is running. Coordinate points have equal importance and are distributed by their parallel alignment. Subordinate points are given less thought than the points they support and are placed to the right of them. Consider presentation aids. As you prepare your speech, consider whether you're using visual, audio, or a combination or different presentation aids that will help you audience understand points. Practice delivering the speech. You should look confident and natural in front of the audience. Practice the speech at least 6 times. Part B. In the text, experience, appearance, ideas, and identifies that they exercise in different situations. Self is important because you want to think good about yourself. Have the desire to show your goals and self-confidence, which shows how upgraded you are. That you want to achieve. Self-awareness and self are crucial in achieving our goals and help us make decisions that will impact our relationship and actions and overall health. Self-confidence is never easy to transfer. You will need patience and effort. Planning the speech. Preparation. For some, anxiety comes only when they begin to prepare for the speech and may feel overwhelmed by the time the planning required. Preparation makes the cycle of stress, procrastination, and outright avoidance. Pre-performance. Some people begin to experience an anxiety when rehearsing their speech. They worry about the audience thinks about them, thinking that their speech isn't good enough. Practicing positive self-talk and turning off negative thoughts that will help you relieve your anxiety. Performance. Most people begin to have anxiety when the speech begins. Start starts at the introduction of the speech. When we think the evidence is negative, when we think the audience is negative, we begin to overthink and have anxiety. Where do you experience anxiety the most? I experience anxiety the most when I'm performing. When I start doing the introduction of a presentation. For the sentences, summarize the last time you experienced anxiety. The last time I experienced anxiety was a time I had a group, and then I got through it slowly and realized that it was all okay. I'm bad at managing it because I just go through it, which is how do I manage anxiety in 3 strategies I use. I manage anxiety by forcing my brain that I'm going to be good. I'll repeat something like I'm good, I'm going to do good. My second method is meditating, and my third method is realizing that nothing bad will happen to me. According to the text, the 5 strategies are to prepare, practice, modify the attitudes, visualize success, briefly meditate, and use stress control breathing. Part D, how I overcome my fear of public speaking by TEDx. Communication stands as the cornerstone of both personal and professional triumphs. Danish Dynamite expounds on the paramount significance of conquering the fear of public speaking, and its enlightening TED Talk. How to not get nervous speaking in front of people. When you're not speaking in front of an audience, then you should slow down your words. Going too fast will make you nervous, and slowing down will actually make you less nervous. And you should slim it down. Step 4, Part A. 200 most community speech topic ideas. A community speech topic is specific speech that is specifically honored to a remembered person. Commemorative speech objective and tips. Using stylized elements to improve the speech imagery, rhythm, and creativity is the first method. Running a commemorative speech that makes an impact. A speech this kind must be significant, respectful, and polite to whoever you're writing to. The goal is to leave an impression on the audience. Part B. List of 100 famous people. This site gives a very big list on famous people, chosen mainly from the 19th, 20th century. This includes famous actors, politicians, entrepreneurs, and everyone there is famous. Cultural awareness resources. Country guides provide free information on more than. As for managers working in a multicultural context or traveling abroad to a new country or cross-cultural management. Ideology, a type of social or political philosophy known as ideology, emphasizes both practical and theoretical elements. Pierce College Library shows the database that goes from alphabetical order that gives many resources, databases, and neutral databases. Part C. The name I chose is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who is an actor.